Hey, my friends, it's your friend Kevin back with your navigation for this week ahead. This is where I use a deck of tarot cards, angel numerology, plus the moon phases and the planet changes to give you a heads up of what to expect each day. Now, I will be back every day with the Divine Daily Blast telling you, a numerology. I bring the fairy cards out, etc., just to highlight that particular day and weave in some of my own thoughts and feelings about it. But this gives us a little bit of an overview of what's going on this week. Now, this is the second time I've started this video. The dogs will go mad. I've got some neighbors who like to tease them. They're youngsters, so I give them that much credit, but I just think they delight in teasing the dogs. So there's all that barking and all that crazy carrying on, but I digress. Let me turn the camera down to the cards that we picked for this week. Here we go. So we're starting the week off. This week is about inspired action. And we're talking about the week of January the 25th to January the 31st, which is week number 5 of the year. So this week, as I've said, is about inspired action because Neptune, that dreamy, deceptive, kind of interesting planet, has moved into Aries. Choosing your dreams, your goals, your wishes are what you should frame up for the week. Now, there's a cautionary tale because the deceptive energies could get stirred up with Aries' influence over Neptune. This is a new month at the end of the week with a new full moon. So get busy with your visualization and your plans. Beginning on Sunday, we've got this Wheel of Fortune, a major arcana card. Not a Wheel of Fortune, the Sun, sorry. Major Arcana card. Now, if you look at the card, you can see the hand of God holding a bunch of strings. This looks like a marionette type of puppet. These planets are coming down on these strings, surrounded by the light of the sun. So this is highlighting our personalities, what we're thinking, what we're feeling. Think of the sign of Leo, the fire of the sun, the warmth of the sun, the brightness of the sun. This is all about our conscious thinking. What are we discovering? What are we putting a light on? And it's a sense of well-being or a revelation of a hidden truth coming to light. This card also suggests boundaries regarding other people and working out who exactly is in control. If you look at the way the hand of God is pulling the strings, are you the puppet or are you the puppeteer? These are the things that are going to pop up. Now, the moon is in Taurus, and she also meets Chiron, so this gives us a chance to create healing of old wounds and a focus on self-care. Think of today as being your emotional release valve that makes way for more stability. Moving on to Monday, here we see the Chariot. Now, on this card, we've got two forces facing opposite directions. One is white, one is black or grey, however you want to see it, plus horses going in different directions. And then we have the wheel down over here. So, it's an angel numerology 10 one-day magical help from the divine. The Chariot is also known as the Wheel of Chakras. All those energy centers going up through. And it's setting things in motion no matter what. The card is suggesting that these two drivers facing opposite directions and the two horses, one black, one white, can be two forces coming together, like the angel and the devil, the good and the ill, somehow they manage to come together. And it's a card that says that even in the face of chaos, something can be worked out. There are tools and forces at work to make things happen on Monday. It's the first quarter moon in Taurus, and it's a time to take a minute or two to reflect on being grateful. What are you grateful for? I'm going to probably suggest that some unexpected things could be happening behind the scenes that may have you thinking, oh my gosh, not again. How on earth am I going to get through all this? And then there's this revelation that no matter what, A compromise can happen, something else can come into play that you never thought was possible, and it all ends up working itself out. I say that because we've got a 10-1 day. God's at hand, the higher forces are at play. Let's move on. Well, let's see. Let's move on to Tuesday. Ooh. On Tuesday, we've got this 7 of Cups. Now, on this card, which I love all the symbolism, we've got a blindfolded woman, we've got a cup full of jewelry, we've got a cup full of, I don't know what this is, castle, another one with a clock in it. There's all sorts going on. A one with a book in it. There's all kinds of things. It's almost like the crazy card. So we've also got an angel numerology number 2 on Tuesday, which is asking for diplomacy, having faith, keep going. This 7 of Cups is about choice over fantasy. It's also a battle between what's necessary and what's a bit of an obsession. Which one of these cups or which one of these choices is an intention or a goal? Or is it just like you're stuck with this idea, should I, shouldn't I? All of that second guessing. Well, on Tuesday, you need to choose wisely, my friends, or you could end up getting caught up in addictive habits. A choice ultimately must be made, which is really something that's at play. Now, the moon has shifted herself into Gemini, so things could go either way. Choose wisely. The energy of today has 2 sides to it, and we might get to decide which side we want to tap into. Do we want to tap into the wonderful side of life, or do we get our hands, roll up our sleeves and get into the tough stuff? You get it. It's an either or day on Tuesday. But ultimately the choice is up to us, and we're being urged to make some kind of choice. Moving on to Wednesday. Wednesday we bring the Judgment card or the Temperance card, depending on what deck you're using. And in this card, we're seeing the hand of God again, this time with wings on it. We're seeing 2 gates. I want to say maybe the pearly gates of heaven. Not that you're going to die. But we also see these people rising up, lifting up. It's like humanity getting a bit of a boost. Now, the card symbolizes a rise from the ashes, great transformation, and a return or a reconciliation of the past. So there's a theory that when we pass from life into spirit, or from the physical into the non-physical, there is a remembrance of such when our spirit ascended and went before. A reconciliation, a feeling of comfort and joy. So this can also be something miraculous happening, creating something new from something boring and mundane. So think of this energy as a process of being resurrected, old friendships, abandoned hobbies, taking on new ideas out of our nostalgic thought or feeling, picking up an old book that we put down that we forgot about. We're going to be urged and directed to see something completely different on Wednesday. And if we want to energize it into existence, now would be the time to do it. The bottom line is this will be a welcome change to an old or forgotten person, an old or forgotten thought, or an old or forgotten project. You might get re-energized in it. The moon, my loves, have entered into Gemini, so there's no planetary action going on. Can't think of what else I would say about. It's almost like this week is sort of one of those weeks that, yeah, it could be either or, in or out, up or down, back or forwards. It's like this, just a celestial harmonization on Wednesday. Opportunities of helpful conversations, both personal and professional, are favored on Wednesday. Let's move on to Thursday. Thursday, we've got this incredible Tower card. Now, lightning striking the tower. You got 2 people falling out of it. Others probably running away from it. The roots are coming up out of the ground. So, some people could get really quite alarmed by it. But we have an angel numerology 22. 22 is a master number. It's strong angelic influences. Strong angelic, you might even get messages from the angels talking to you. Sudden or unexpected news or events changing the trajectory of what we thought was solid, what we thought was right focus, we're going in the right direction, all of a sudden, wallop, we get hit with something that pops up out of the blue. What this is showing us is where we made poor decisions. It could cause some upsets, but the bottom line is, if we look at things about what we've done, like flogging, what do they call that? Flogging a dead horse. Oof, going after things that didn't work out, chasing the tail of a friendship or a situation or even a job, even something where like this, something's got to change. And if we've been saying it, this Tower card on Thursdays, going to highlight it, is actually going to shove us in a new direction. This could be seen as a good thing, because now that things are clear, a better plan could be put into place. But simply put, if we have been following something that's dead or stale or not good, it's going to become clear. The moon is moved into Cancer with Mercury meeting up with Venus. So it's all set to be a good revelation, if you will. It's getting caught up. If getting caught up in romance is favored, then find some way to put new ideas into your home life, like your existing relationship, your marriage. If it's got boring, put a bit of spark into it. Anyway, enjoy the energy that comes out of the revelation that something that you thought you had made a mistake with might end up working in your favor. Friday. Oof. We have the King of Wands. Now, pages are the messengers of things that are about to change in action. King of Wands puts those actions into motion. This is somebody that has the willpower and the courage to make changes from the status quo. So it should be noted that there could be consequences if these action plans on Friday are not handled properly. Because some people can go in charging like a bull in a china shop, and all of a sudden that royal Doulton china goes flying everywhere, and then we end up a bill, because if you broke it, you pay for it. That's the kind of energy on Friday. You can go forward, but do it without too much force and pushing. Let's see where the moon is in. Well, the moon is trining the North Node on Friday, so take a look at your life path and where you want to go in 2026. This could be where you come unstuck. You could be sitting there thinking, I'm going to go off and do this. No matter what, I'm going to go do this. But you're not really thinking about how it impacts other people. You're not really thinking about the spiritual trajectory of it. That could be the energy on Friday. Bring focus on manifesting your dreams, because destiny is knocking on the door. Right, the end of the week, Saturday, my friends, we have the Six of Wands. Now, in this card, we've got this woman. She's riding a horse through the clouds, not holding on to any reins, except she's got this wand in her hand, which is lighting the sky. She's lighting the night sky. Off I go into the sunset, no worries. And we've got these other 5 wands down below. Now her wand has got either it's ignited by the sunshine, or it's just literally glistening. We don't really know if it's alive, if it's ignited, doesn't matter. The general energy of this particular card is a sense of victory, a glow of accomplishment. You relish and seize this energy. It's like get caught up in the moment of excitement, and if nothing else, it changes the energy you've got going on. It lifts things up and out of what could have been an upset in the middle of the week. It lifts things up and out to, yeah, I've got this, I'm moving ahead. Now the moon is centered in Cancer, and it's moving towards Leo. The moon's also meeting Jupiter and bringing the energy of good luck and good vibes on Saturday. This is a fantastic day if you're looking to attract abundance and new opportunities. But above all, stay grounded in the feeling of excitement. It's great to be effervescent. It's great to have that bubbly energy, but make sure you're grounded. It's also our number 6 angel numerology day, about revitalization and looking at things in a different way, looking at things from a different perspective. I say that this energy is bright and this energy is light, but there's also some twists and turns that can happen. When cards like this come up in a reading, where it's either or, up or down, back or forth, upside down and frontwards, for me personally, I like to observe the energy, not judge it. I like to step back, particularly if you've got this Seven of Cups energy, where you've got to make a choice. What are you choosing? What do you want? Because then you think about, on Wednesday, you've got this resurrection. So whatever choice you make on Tuesday is going to result in turning it around. But then don't forget, Thursday, you got the Tower card. So even if you made a poor choice, even if your choice and your trajectory went forward and you're like, oof, I need to change the way I think about that, don't worry about it, because the Tower card is going to say, yeah, no, here's where you go. Because that's going to be guided by the King on Friday. Not so much. We're going to be doing this, young man or young lady or whatever you want to call it. Saturday, oh, thank God this happened. Because I got the victory. I'm off. I'm on the way. Do you see what I'm saying? We can't put a wrong foot forward this week. We could just be in observation and we could just be in that, oof, I don't quite know what's going to happen, but we'll just have to see. Instead of getting bogged down with negative energy or over the top with fake fantasy. I'm hoping that makes sense. Let me know in the comments. All right, my friends, until tomorrow morning when I bring you the Divine Daily Blast, you have a great day. Thanks very much for liking, subscribing, and keeping the channel on the air. Bye for now.